Welcome to this game of Mechabellum. As you can see here, I'm fighting against a Chinese name which I don't recognize. And my options: Marksman, Amplify, Rhino, and couldn't read the last one because I chose Marksman spec with Sledges and Marksman. So it's a good marksman specialist. It already starts with them. And the sledges work really well. I've been using them quite a lot lately. Even if I don't invest on them, just get them as chaff, big chaff. On my opponent's side, missile specialist could be a good one with Arclight and sledges. Training spec, don't like this training spec too much. Aerial spec, this one looks good. Fangs, I thought you would prefer crawlers, but fangs and boss, and you could go for Wraith carry, and a lot of HP. And elite spec, with Arclight and Sabertooth. So not the best elite in my opinion, because there is no chaff in here. And let's see what my opponent will choose. But before I press skip, you could subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. It really helps me, and I'm trying to climb to 1,000 subscribers, and I didn't even need to click skip. So let's see here. My opponent went for the elite spec, which the one I wouldn't go for. And I have a great unit against elite spec, which is Sledgehammer. Because if he grabs crawlers, sledges can one-shot level 2 crawlers, while other shaft clear units can't. At least until they get level 2, the same as the shaft. You see me going for the vertical sledges on the side where there is nothing, so I expect my opponent to go on this side too, so we can face each other. You see, this time you will spread out, and it should work. Insta lock on the arc lights, so it doesn't have anything to do with my shaft on this side. The tower killed his Sabertooth, and it's now going to kill. And that was a very good start. You usually lose against elite on the first round because they have 100 extra money and 2 upgraded units, but that was not the case. Here we get Tarantula, Fangs, Storms, and Hounds. And looking at those, best for me is the Fang. I can put some late Fangs in here, and Fangs on the other side too. Protect against... although I don't expect a Phoenix from an elite opponent. It's too much of an investment to put a Phoenix in here. You will also see that I got my elite marksman. And I'm grabbing arc lights now to help a little with the shaft clear. Although thinking back, maybe I should have grabbed just more sledges. And use the sledges to clear the level 2 crawlers. Vertical sledges are not bad at clearing shaft. Horizontal sledges are much worse. But vertical, they can clear at a reasonable speed. See me putting Fang in front here, the level 3 marksman right beside the tower. And let's go see now what my opponent's going to do right at the end. Hounds. And he's attacking me with the hounds from the deployment. It's quite strange considering he already has arc lights. It's on 0.5 speed. But he increased his shaft clear quite a bit on this side. So My shaft's no longer winning out here, but the sledges can work quite well against his hounds. And my level 3 marksman can kill his big units quite easily. So another victory for me, even if not as good as the first one, I think. Here we get Elite Mustangs, which don't think it's a good card. Efficient Tech Research could be useful, but I'm not liking this a lot these days, because you lose a lot of tempo at the start. It takes too long to pay off. Berserker Rhino, I think I never saw anyone get this. You see me grabbing arc lights and range on the arc lights. Help me shaft clear faster. So I'm just going for more deployments and shaft clear, because if I kill all his shaft fast, my level 3 marksman here can deal with anything that he has left. Also grabbing Fangs in here, because this side was losing, and Fangs can help with the shaft clear a little bit. Which I do need a little, because Arclights can't one-shot level 2 crawlers. But they will get experience quite fast. Especially now that they have range. So they will start killing the units sooner and kill more of them. Because level 2 units give 3 times as much experience as level 1 units. And my opponent is selling his Arclights and going for Saberhounds, which was quite strange to see. When you already have 1 chaff unit and you just try to sell, you start with 3 of them and start selling them to grab other units. But you can see my Arclights working really well. And the marksmen are doing their job, killing anything that's too big for the Arclights. Which are getting experience. This one's almost leveling. Here, a lot of cards, and none of those is good for me, in my opinion. Maybe I could grab Amplify, but it's 200. Too much cost. So I will just skip. For my opponents, they can be useful. There is a sledge that got a level here, but I didn't grab it because the level for the sledge doesn't do a lot. It would one-shot hounds, but it would still get one-shotted by the sabers. You see me grabbing more sledges. So 1 sledge here, 1 sledge here. So my opponent will take even longer to hit my units. And more crawlers. You can see I have very little chaff. Although I'm going for a sneaky crawler on the deep flank, trying to get his tower, because he has no defense in there. Here too, but here the turret would kill any crawler that came this way. Although I could go for other units with range that could kill the tower. You see me putting a missile here to defend my tower, in case he went for a heavy attack on this side. But he's just reinforcing here, even to put a missile here. You can see quite a few rounds and damage the Sabertooth. He put the item on his level 2 saber, but with 2 level 2 marksmen and the cannon managed to kill it. My crawlers got the tower, although I was already winning, just 1 more because of the crawlers. And my opponent is quite low HP already, and I haven't lost a single one yet. And here we have wasps. Out of those units, I could either go for the tarantula and sell, or the wasps and use them, because if you look, I don't have a lot of units that can deal with wasps. My fangs are all in front, and the marksman is not the best against wasps. So I'm going for the wasps, one in here to help clear this side, and the other is going for his tower, because his turret can't shoot air. Even at the start it could, then they nerfed it. It was ground and air, the rapid fire cannon. He's stacking sabers here. This one got a level 2. And I went for double shot on the marksman, for a little more DPS to deal with this saber with healing. And just grabbing more crawlers. I have also a lot of sledgehammers. And healing on the sledges. So the hounds can't kill the sledges now, only the sabers. My opponent will also go for wasps. You see him missiling my crawlers. And unfortunately, my marksmen are stuck hitting wasps on this side because I only have wasps on the other side. And you can see things are not going that well anymore. Got to the buff a bit late, but still soon enough for my level 3, now level 4 marksman. And both my wasps survived, and this one even got a level, the one on the left, killed a lot of units. And my opponent is below 1k already. Here we get Nuke and Orbital Javelin, both very good spells, and I'm going for the Nuke. You see me throwing it here. I'm also going for Mustangs, in case he keeps the wasps. Mustangs will help a lot against them. I think I will grab a range for them. But I still need to shield my side, because he could also go for Nuke. So shield here. And shield here, because I expected if he grabbed the Nuke to put it here. Also finally gave the sledge the level, because with the healing they can survive one shot from the Sabertooth, because the healing increased their HP too. But I'm out of money now. And looks like I didn't wait for the range. Didn't have the money for it. So I'm loaning and putting missiles. And my opponent put the nuke on this side, as expected. And we both nuked each other, but he went for no missiles, and he's moving his units. He was expecting me to nuke here. Don't know why. Most of his units are on this side. Strange prediction for my opponent. You can see the shields actually saved all my backline units. My missile here killed his hound that went for my tower. And after the smoke goes out, you can see all still alive here. Not all, whose ledges got caught on the explosion. But most of my units are still alive. And my opponent ended up with 6 HP. So very little HP. And he lost now, and it's over for him. I think there is no unit that does less than 6 HP. so even a single fang would kill him. Grab the rhino, throwing on his backline because it's very unprotected. And if he did put fangs in here, but I also put an arc light on this side. This is still a level 1 tower, I think. Yeah. And I still have a lot of money. You will see my arc lights got quite a few levels. And I'm grabbing more arc lights. And you can guess that I'm going to go for Shockwave. Try to clear his shaft faster. Even if Shockwave is not that good. Looking at his units, he only has level 2 crawlers because of Elite. And they have quite a bit of HP. It will take a lot of shots from Shockwave to kill it. And looks like, yeah, I didn't go for Shockwave. Thought about it, but then thinking that it would be kinda useless. So range enhancement for the Mustangs because he didn't sell the Wasps. The Wasps are still here. Missile here again. And an arc light on this side to clear the fangs he puts to deal with my Wasps. Throw the Rhino on top of my units. My Rhino's here fighting, but it will lose to the Crawlers. Shame on this play. But you can see here I am winning. And the arc light is killing everything in the back here. My right side also one is going for his tower, and that is more than enough damage to kill him. Much more than enough. And that is victory with Marksman as my DPS. So look at the damage of this Mustang. 30 on damage, level 1 Mustang. Where is the first on damage? You are the second. You did no damage. What were you doing? My highest level marksman did nothing. But where is my main damage unit? I can see only 2 of them. Ah, it's him. Strange, it's not marking him. But level 3 arc light, top damage. And top damage overall too. Hero arc light. But that's it for this game. And talking about my opponent's strategy, I don't think it was a great idea for him to sell all his arc lights and go for hounds. Even if the game gave him 2 hounds from the unit deployments, but for level 1 hounds, he could grab level 2, which was better. But since he already had arc lights, he should keep the arc lights. Even if hounds are on favor right now, arc lights actually do really well against hounds. If you can manage to keep your arc lights on the same level or above. If you have low level arc lights against high level hounds, they will do nothing. But that's it for this game. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you on the next one.